Joining us, my guest tonight, the Secretary General of the Central Organization of Trade Unions, Francis Atwoli, in the house. Good to see you, SG.
Thank you, my brother.
We've been asking you the question, did Francis Atwoli succeed in his quest to unite the Luhya Nation? SMS number 22422, hashtag is JK Live. And so far, you say, 36% of you say yes. 64%, I guess that's supposed to be 64% say no. 64% say no. SG, clearly you did not succeed in uniting.
I succeeded.
You did not.
I succeeded.
So far, the people say you didn't.
It's a lack of information.
What do you mean?
You would have asked this question after I've given out the information for every Kenyan.
So you have the information?
I have, of course. For those who are not there, can say no.
Go on.
And for those who hate the Luhyas as a community coming together,
yes,
they will say no.
Okay, this poll will continue throughout the show. Explain to me.
Let me tell you, it is only during Kadu and Kanu's time when the late Ngala Tipis, the former President Daniel Arap Moi, Masinde Mriro, Martin Shikuku, Ratib Hussein, from here, young man at that time, when they came to Kakamega and realized that such a crowd that I did realize on 31st of December 2015. Bohongo Stadium is not a small stadium in Kenya. It's one of the biggest stadiums in Kenya. 2015
or 2016?
2016.
Yes.
2016.
It was last December.
Yeah, 2016.
Yes.
I realized more than 1 million people in that stadium.
So what are you saying? Are the Luhyas united?
Very united.
They're not.
Today
They're not.
Let me tell you, my brother, today you can see Honorable Moses Wetangula, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi working together in NAS. They are the undisputable spokesperson politically for the Luhya community.
Will they last in NASA? Will they last?
It doesn't matter, even if they don't last. That is how politics is. Politics is one of the snakes that has no tail nor a head. So lasting is something different, and there is no permanent enemy, permanent friend, or permanent relationship within politics.
I'm glad you said that, SG, because tonight, Kalonzo has given an ultimatum. If he's not made the presidential flag bearer for NASA, in 7 days, he's out. He's going solo.
Yeah, but you must also calculate, because politics is a question of numbers. If you can do it alone on your own, fine.
So what are you saying? It's a good thing he goes?
Of course, because Kenya is a democracy. We are in a democratic society.
But he's been insisting, Ndani.
But you know, you have got also to follow the historical background of our politicians. Today they are in this political party, today they are here. Across the political divide, today they are saying this, tomorrow they are saying. They are not consistent. And that is the biggest problem with our politicians. You cannot be able to sit down and project where our politicians are going.
If Kalonzo leaves NASA, is that a death blow?
I don't think so. Not only Kalonzo. Even if Mudavadi left, Raila left, or say, for example, Tangula left, you know, there will be still an opposition in Kenya.
Yeah, but
either not through NASA or anything else. But because there is no way Kenya will have a one political system.
But I'm talking about NASA itself. Will it die as a party, as an opposition?
That one I cannot tell for sure, because I'm not part of NASA or I'm not part of any political...
I thought you were the Luhya Nation spokesman.
Yeah, but no, that Luhya, what I did was an assignment I had been given. Me, if you know me properly, my background, my party is KANU. That is where I am. But that was an assignment as an elder. And I did take leave from my organization to go and fulfill the requirement of those who had assigned me to bring my community together as a senior elder of that community.
Yeah.
So after I had done it, I'm not a spokesperson, or that was not meant to tell Luhyas where to go politically. But it was meant to give Luhyas a voice.
But you,
in the national politics.
You being Secretary General of a trade union.
Yes.
And now bringing one ethnic group together, isn't that a conflict of interest there?
There isn't, because you see Kenya's politics is pegged on ethnicity or on communities. Even the political parties, if you look at the way they are designed, every community has a political party, and there is no way you can run. There is no way you can run away from the fact that Kenya's politics is pegged on ethnicity or on tribal.
So if Kalonzo leaves,
yeah,
he leaves with the Kamba Nation. That's 2 million votes.
Let me tell you, he might live with the Kambas or he might live alone. Given the situation, the political situation in the country, you cannot for sure say whoever leaves will live with the supporters or with the community. It might be yes or no. You can't tell for sure.
Tell me something. Should Kalonzo be the flag bearer? Should he be NASA's flag bearer?
That is up to them. If they met and said, let's have Kalonzo or so and so, that is their own understanding and their own agreement.
You're not taking a stand on this?
No, I'm not.
You're refusing?
Look, I'm not taking a stand either on NASA or on Jubilee.
What about my DVD? Should Mudavadi be the flag bearer?
If they agreed amongst themselves that this is the flag bearer, then they have agreed.
Who, in your opinion, would give Jubilee the biggest scare?
Let me tell you. Jubilee, and this is what Uhuru should do. Uhuru should pray very much on two things. One, that how am I going to win? Two, how am I geographically placed as far as the support for winning 2017 elections is concerned? And one of the things he should work on for him to win, and you remember I told you here, Trump will win.
You did. You announced that
won the election,
on the other bench.
Absolutely correct. I told Tanzanians that Magufuli will be the president, and it was in Arusha. They could not believe it, because that was the place where the also had a lot of majority of the supporters in Tanzania.
Yes.
They couldn't believe me, but eventually he became a president.
What are you saying now?
What I'm saying now, if Uhuru is to win, he should work on two things. One, he must, if he's a political strategist, he must scuttle NASA. If he can't scuttle NASA, he should plan to rig. Because if NASA remains united and they have one flag bearer and none of them is leaving NASA and they go the way they are, at 10 a.m., whoever they would have been pointed out as a flag bearer would have won elections.
Whoever they pick.
Whoever.
Even Weta?
Whoever.
Huh?
Absolutely. Because however weak you are, but you are there, those who are strong will campaign.
So you just answered my question from earlier on. If NASA is scuttled, if Kalonzo leaves next week.
Scuttled, no, it depends. How do you scuttle NASA? You don't scuttle NASA by one man going away. You would have not scuttled it.
Go on.
You scuttle it by each and every one among those guys running away. That is what scuttle means.
Yes.
Yeah. But if they remain 2 or 3, they still have a formidable position.
You predict.
And let me tell you, because you see, President Uhuru, me personally, is my friend. Personally. He has been a very strong member of my party, that is KANU. And we have worked together for a long time.
And KANU is supporting him?
Yes, absolutely.
But not his deputy?
I don't know about that now. That is deeper politics of which I don't want to entertain.
That's because you've been away all these weeks.
Let me tell you. So if for him to be in a position to win these elections, he must have good advisors. You remember when I was here last time?
Yes.
I told you that what the president is lacking a good advisor. See what is happening to Joe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to come to Joe.
He's making him, you know, a more popular politician in this country than even the president himself.
So you think this is a mistake what he's doing?
The biggest undoing politically. You remember what happened to the late Mark Mwithaga, where he was elected when he was in the prison.
Yes.
It was, you know, such mistreatment coming from the system. And an ordinary person hates a system doing something like that. And this ordinary person is the voter.
So Joho is becoming a martyr now?
More popular, at the cost now. He has replaced people like the late Ronald Ngala at the coast, Sharif Nasir, and people who are there, people like Midown, those people who used to be there. He's now the kingpin politically at the coast.
Yeah.
And he has been made one. You see, I will give you a good example. When Kibaki was leaving this government, there was no opposition. Because he was not answering to anybody else. You can talk and talk, and you will never hear Kibaki coming out.
Yeah.
And if you ask him, why are you not answering Raila or whoever is talking, he says, no. wacha aseme.
Yeah.
Wacha aseme atachoka. And, you know, when he was leaving, he had no position. So if somebody comes up, it's just like when you are in a bus or somewhere else, and somebody wants to pickpocket you, and you hit him hard, and he keeps quiet. Nobody will know there was a scuffle within the bus. But when somebody says, and then or somebody hits you, and you start crying, people will know there is something. And it attracts people to look at it deeply. You know what is happening now. Now the whole political attention in Kenya is at the cost.
Right.
On these minor things. And I will tell you, and I will give you another second example. The late Joseph Martin Shikuku, he was a member of parliament for good 36 years in parliament. And nobody could win against him, simply because the system was against him.
He was the people's watchman.
Absolutely. And he was being frustrated by the system all the time.
Yeah.
So the ordinary Mwananchi said, this is ours.
Coming back to what you said about the president, if you were his advisor, what would you tell him about Joho?
To keep off from Joho and anybody else. Just to remain at State House, handle national policy issues only. Those other politics, he keeps off completely.
And but Joho loves to provoke.
No, let him provoke. For how long will he continue provoking somebody who is not provoking him? He will get tired. And let those ordinary other, you know, party leaders in Mombasa, party leaders in the party headquarters, answer him. You remember during Moi's time, it was Kamodo who was answering such people.
Yeah.
Moi could not answer anybody who is provoking him.
No.
You need to have a strong political party secretariat to handle such propaganda.
Yeah. You know, Joho is coming to Kibera tomorrow.
Then if he's coming to Kibera, you watch. You will see the crowd. Today, even if Joe declared to be a candidate in Nairobi, he will win.
Come on.
I'm telling you, he will win.
Come on.
He will win.
He will beat Kidero?
He will beat Kidero. Joe, if he came here now, because he has been made a hero.
Joe would beat Sonko?
He will. Because he has been made a hero.
Joe would beat Miguna?
I don't know about that.
Peter Kenneth?
Peter Kenneth, I don't want to campaign for him. But because I don't belong to Jubilee Party. But to me, let them go to nomination. And let it be fair and free and democratic party nominations. Let's see whoever comes up who will be elected or nominated by Jubilee Party.
But Joe, Kidero will be tough to beat in this town. You know that. He'll be tough to beat.
You know, both Kidero and Peter Kenneth, they were born here in this city.
What are you trying to say?
They are city kids.
And Sonko?
Sonko, I don't know. I don't have his history. Because maybe I was told he was in Mombasa, he was where. I don't, it's my friend, yes, but I don't have his history.
But you just said Joho would be elected in Nairobi. He wasn't born in Nairobi.
I know, but you know he has been made one. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes leaders are made. We have leaders who are born, and we have leaders who have been made, who are made. The system has made Joe to be more popular.
What if he's barred from running in August? What if he's barred because of this KCSE certificate?
No, but that thing I don't think. You know, education is an added advantage to leadership. Leaders are born leaders. People who propelled us to where we are did not have certificates.
We have a constitution that says you need a university degree. If he got E in KCSE, that means he faked his way to university. That's an instant disqualification.
You know, there are countries where people are not vetted when they are going to the university. So long as you went through normal procedural education, you are allowed. If you are, there is a board that vets people. Just like those old days, we used to have a board within the Ministry of Education which used to vet people who should be allowed to vie for parliamentary seats.
But tell me something, SG.
Yeah.
If he was barred from running for governor, what do you think would happen?
But let me tell you, what happened? What will happen? The courts, I know courts will not allow that because this guy was allowed to serve 4 years. Why didn't they buy him? from the first place of his coming into being as a candidate. Why didn't they buy him? That was the IBC, the same IBC we still have. Only commissioners have changed. Why did they allow him?
So you think this
and
is...
all this time, what has CID been doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think this is...
When we are nearing elections, you come up with that one. Do you think people will accept that? People will not agree to that.
No.
And you know, Mombasa is a very sensitive place.
Very.
Yeah. We need to be very careful when we are dealing with issues at the coast.
Yeah.
We have our tourists going down there. That is a place we make a lot of money for our country. And that is a place which is not to be a place that is very peaceful. We wouldn't like to invite that. And if I was the government, or if I was somebody in the government, even the CID, I would summon Joe quietly without people knowing, in a friendly manner. I ask him, can I see these things? Without attracting the attention of the press, the attention of Kenyans and so on, but without making it appear as if...
Yeah, but the man who calls himself the Sultan, he's not listening to anybody now. He's riding a wave. He's on a high now.
Because he has support. If he looks behind, there are people behind him. And in politics, it's numbers. It depends to who is supporting you. And he has the majority. You know? And he's aware that the Jubilee government has, or they have their own candidates against him at the coast. So he has got to behave as a wounded animal. What do you do in that case politically?
You fight.
Fight.
Do you think he'll be president one day if he continues like this?
Issues of president, I can't tell you. And I've said this time and again that whoever says, oh, I will be president 2022, or I will be president 20 what, or I will be president, even this August, somebody who is saying I'm 100%, I'm going to win, and so on, he's a daydreamer in politics. So many things can, a lot of dynamics in politics.
Even Ruto?
I'm saying anybody...
No, you just said that.
I'm saying like
Ruto says he wants 2022.
If it were me, I would not say like that. I would tell you, let us pray God. If I will be okay, I will offer my candidature, if I can. Or I will not even tell you I will offer my candidature until when the time comes. Because in politics, you get people unaware, you get your enemies unaware. You can't say it will be 2022 as if in that country there are no men and women. People are on the drawing board. And there are better planners than yourself. You can think you are the best. You are not. All men are not the same. Yeah. We are all in trousers, but we are not the same. So you cannot say, I will be. Or I shall.
Yes.
That to me, you are a daydreamer.
SG, I need a prediction from you for
and
Nairobi.
We have a song in Luhya which says to be changanga.
Go on.
Yeah, things keep on changing.
Sing it, sing it.
I've already hinted it to you. That is how it says.
Is that the one?
No, no, no.
Oh.
This is another one which says things keep on changing. What happened today during daytime, at night it has changed. And in politics, let me tell you, one day is 10 years. So let nobody tell you, I will make you this. And in politics, don't go on the platform and say, I was promised. We agreed.
That's what Kalonzo
no,
saying.
No, there is no agreement.
He has an MOU from 2013.
That is useless. There is nobody who has. I will tell you what. Look, our founding father, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, had an MOU with Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Yes, and Odinga made him a president. He told those colonial masters that without Kenyatta, no independence.
Not yet Uhuru.
Not yet Uhuru. After 3 years, that was in 1966, they had parted ways. So it is not that there is a permanent agreement. Somebody is telling you, I will support you 2022. And you are believing. Look, Moi, the role Njonjo played for him to become a president.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Eventually, what was Njonjo?
He became a, what is it? Traitor.
They called him a traitor.
They called him a traitor. His closest
and he was skillfully politically bundled out of the AG, being promised you become a member of parliament for Kikuyu.
Yes,
after that, then he will become the president. He had those false hopes in his head.
Njonjo.
Because if you would have remained Attorney General, he was so strong for the system.
Correct.
So he had to be made a politician. And then he get bundled out.
The same with these people here.
Forget about that one. The most recent one, of which I know you can't forget, is Raila made Kibaki to be the president.
Kibaki Tosha.
Kibaki Tosha. And there was a memorandum of understanding.
Yes. That he would be next.
Not only that, even on sharing of cabinet. It was within the memorandum of understanding how we are going to share cabinet posts. But when Kibaki went to Sagana, he came up with this, told Raila, you either take it or leave it. And that is what, so if somebody is telling you, I will support you 2022, tell him thank you.
Yeah.
But not now.
Or even Uhuru and Mudavadi.
Yes, yeah.
Did he hand over?
Absolutely.
Did he do it?
I remember when I was at the funeral of the late Michuki, who was my friend. Yeah, Uhuru stood up and he said, he did mention his madam and Mudavadi's wife, that you people sit the way you are like that. We are also like that where we are going. He promised people that they will be together until the end. Did that work? It doesn't work. So if you are being promised that you are taking it, you will be a unique person in the world, not only in Kenya, in the whole world. In politics, deal with the situation as it is. If you are to have an agreement, don't tell me 20 or next year. Let's see what are you having here, Jeff? This is what I'm having. What can I have out of this? This is what I can have. And let us now work as a team.
Who is the best candidate, flag bearer for NASA, according to you? Who's the best?
All are good. Today, even if yourself you are appointed or you are asked to take a position as a flag bearer of NASA, I would support you and Kenyans would support you.
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Why not you?
Me?
Yes. That office of president has everybody to work for you there. So anybody, I'm telling you, anybody appointed out of those guys, even if they want to go outside, they might say, we four of us, we can't agree. Let's go and look for Jeff Koinange. Kenyans will support you.
I think that the hell would freeze over that day.
No, it can't. Because they will prepare your position, what you will be doing for Kenyans, your manifesto, everything, the institutions that you will have and strengthen them, how you will change Kenya, how you want Kenya to be strong, how will you fight corruption, which is an epidemic issue in Kenya, how will you be able to spur economic growth, create employment for Kenyans, how will you be able to administer, to apply modern techniques in current situation of administration of modern government. They will be listening to you. How you will be able to associate yourself with both local and international institutions.
And I would get 0 votes in Central Province.
Even if you gotten 0 votes in Central Province and Kenyans have voted for you, it doesn't make any difference.
In that case, why don't they just pick Philip Murgo? He's running in there. He's not NASA. Why don't they pick him?
Yeah, that is now, it depends to them. It depends to them. Like now, if you ask most of Kenyans, and I had seen it, somebody was saying, why can't Atwoli retire now? He should be able to retire. You know, these are elective positions. You don't offer your own candidature. You might want to retire, like 2011 I wanted to go.
Yes.
My colleagues refused.
You're still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
2017?
Yeah, last year, 2016, I wanted to go. They said, no, we still need you. Give us some more time.
And you're still there?
And I'm still there. Look, after that, whom am I? I speak for Africa. You can say Atwoli is saying, we don't want Atwoli current now. But who speaks for Africa now? And in the whole world, I'm number 2.
You're number 2, but you couldn't do anything for the doctors.
You know, doctors, that is why we have it in Constitution that every worker has a right.
Every
worker, including you, has a right to go on strike. But these are only 4 letters. Every worker has a right to go on strike.
But
so they were exercising their own democratic.
But you didn't step in as Co-2 Secretary General to help them like you usually help. You didn't step in. You watched. You were Pontius Pilate. I didn't.
I did what I did. I went public. I said this situation is a very problematic situation. And whenever it's just like what you have been asking about, Luhya.
Yeah.
You remember I told you here, I don't go into anything that I cannot be able to manage. If I don't, I will delegate. So we delegated. LSK came in.
And you failed.
I agreed. I failed. I can't go further
They
than
were
that.
on strike for 100 days.
But they were exercising their democratic right within the Constitution. You cannot say the doctors were wrong. It is in our Constitution.
Usually when people fail, they resign.
Yeah, if you have that directly assignment that this is what you have and your salary will depend on this and we have appointed you to do this and this is your full-time job and then you fail, you resign. But that was me who offered myself. I went to court, industrial court, and I applied. I pleaded with the judge that as Secretary General of our National Labour Center, give me some few days. Don't jail this young man. Let me have 1 week to try. And I did the best because I asked the President Uhuru Kenyatta, that now I've been assigned myself with this. What are you giving me more to add on what you had given me?
Okay,
he gave me $500 million on top of what, said please by giving me another extra 10,000 shillings per every doctor. For 1 month, those 10,000 shillings translates into 500 million shillings. So I tried.
Okay, SG, I want to take a break, come back, talk some more. And I need some predictions for you. You know, you're just sitting on the fence. You know that? You're sitting on the fence.
I will never sit on the fence.
Okay, who's going to win Nairobi?
Nairobi I can, until after nomination.
Okay.
But let me tell you. No, first of all, Nairobi, I want to tell you about Nairobi. Nairobi has very good candidates.
Okay, hold that thought, SG. Hold that thought. We're going to talk about Nairobi again. Oparanya Khalwale, who's going to take that one? I'm sure you know. Wait. Hold on. And also, did you get your 100 million shillings from Jirongo?
That is another case for another day. Because we have gone public and that is in the matter.
That's $1 million.
That's something which is before the court.
Did he pay you back?
I don't want to dwell on that.
Did he pay you back?
Those are the matter or whatever is happening is before the court.
How do you just give someone 100 million shillings?
No, you see, let me tell you. If God has given you an opportunity to have something and somebody comes to you and he says, please, this is the problem I'm having. This person has carried out what we call soul searching. Who can help me out of this?
Okay, SG, as you think about that, can you lend me 100 million?
Right now I don't have, but if I had, I would. But less than that one I can lend you.
Okay.
How much would you like me to lend you?
Let's talk afterwards. Secretary General of Central Organization of Trade Unions, Francis Atwoli, waxing lyrical as always. Going to take a break, come back, talk about other issues affecting Kotu, the nation, politics, everything. Send your tweets, questions, comments. Hashtag is JK Live. You can tweet us at Koinanga Jeff, at Atwoli Francis, at Citizen TV Kenya. Also the poll question, did Francis Atwoli succeed in uniting the Luhya Nation? We're going to get you the numbers right now. It's at 38 and 62.
Let me tell you.
They still don't believe you.
No, let me tell you.
Tell me after the break.
No.
Let's pay some bills.
Let me tell you.
Let's pay some bills. Gonna take a break. Come back. Plenty more ahead. Don't go away. JKL. We'll be back in a moment. Oh, I forgot.
You will be arrested.
JKL brought to you by Telkom Enterprise. Accelerate your business growth with reliable high-speed connectivity solutions from Telkom Enterprise.